Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So in between episodes, this is all glued together now. I've gone around and tried to make the edges a little more smooth. Obviously, if you look at this this way, this side is a lot thinner than this. I've tried to trim it down as much as I can, but it's kind of just there. Yeah, looks alright. I did chuck this in with because I did get fur. I think we're gonna get to that in the next episode, I believe. I mean, maybe we'll cut it out in this episode. I'm not sure. So what we're gonna be doing in this episode is using duct tape. So this is kind of cheapo duct tape. It's not 3M duct tape. I mean, I tested either. They both peel off the same exact amount, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just gonna use this because it's probably cheaper. But basically, we're just gonna go all the way around this and duct tape it all down, and then we can peel off all the tape and then use that as a fabric pattern, basically. Again, I don't have a mannequin, so this is gonna be really scuffed. I'll probably do the neck last, I think. It's just do the first part and then do the neck. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Alright guys, hi. Last clip was recorded at the end of March. And yeah, it's June 10th. Because I know the last video I released, I don't know, start of June. But it's really been a long time, and I don't know. I've been busy with school. There's so much schoolwork. Because I had 5 AP tests. It's crazy. But what I have done is that I have, in fact, duct taped this up. And the reasons why, I'll get into that in a sec. But yeah, this took 10 minutes to do, and I just never followed you guys up on it. So I'm glad I've gotten a lot more supplies. I've gotten this sewing machine. I've also got this tripod, which explains why the camera's still. Yeah, no more or whatever. So that's good. So I guess I have been saving these clips. I think I will play back the clips that I've taken several months before of me deciding what fur to get, or faux fur, whatever. And then we can get back to this once I can find my material. So as I'm finding my materials, you can go watch that. We have all of our samples. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, and I got every green and every gray. So right away, these two are the grays that I want. Because I don't know what I'll do with these. It's kind of just so I can experiment. Because this was originally what I was planning, but this is really lime. By the way, this is all from Big Z Fabric. I'm just doing this because this was $18, just so I can plan out what color I want to do. See, I'm thinking maybe I'll even be fancy and do a combination of these two. But I guess kind of the green. So I was wanting to do this, but I think this is too green. I don't know. I think that's too contrasty. It's really soft though. It's funny because I got the long pile, which is very long. Basically, that's so then I could buy. I'm planning on buying a razor. So this arrived. We also have some stuff on the floor. We have the eye mesh. My room is an absolute mess. So yeah, and I just realized I'm gonna have to go buy that frame by frame to hide my shipping address. So yeah, this is censored. Get L'd on. I have a knife. Okay. Is it all in one giant bag? This part is just I don't remember ordering this. Oh wait, that's a new. Oh, this is the bag. I was like, that feels like. Okay, no, it's the soft part. Okay. Yeah, they only sell it in yards, so that's why I got a full yard. Oh, that's soft. So I got 4, I think, yards of the lighter and then like 1 yard of the slightly darker. Because I was thinking that could be a great cool and try and make like a, you know, some line. I'm still waiting on the green. And also I'm going to have to wait 3 weeks because I have homework that I've been neglecting to do. So, because in 3 weeks, it's the end of the term. And then I'm going to have a week to be able to screw around, play video games, but preferably work on this thing. So now what we're going to want to do, now that I found my marker, is that we're just going to want to mark this up because we're going to be peeling all of this duct tape off. Because this is basically just going to be like a pattern for our faux fur. So basically we're just going to be like drawing on this, you know, drawing the patterns. And then we also want to like cut this apart, you know, make it so it's not just one giant piece because that's going to be really hard to cut out. And then of course seam allowance is going to be a thing. I'll figure out how to do that on my own. Basically, I guess, because I have updated my profile picture, so that's an updated version. I might actually just want to pull out my computer because I can't really use my phone right now to double check. So, okay. So, I just was checking the pictures, and this is actually going to be just mostly gray. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the darker gray. I think I might just do some patterns or something. But like most of this, I think I'm just going to do like the inside of the ears is going to be green, and then mark right here. And then under the chin, and then down. And then I think the rest is just going to be gray. I know. Very, very complicated, but that's good that it's not. Although, I don't really know if I want to try and incorporate some of the darker gray. So if I like put it here, that might look weird. I'm not sure. Safe UTAP for the win. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do like red. Yeah, that is not drawing at all. Wow. I mean, I guess I should also check if this like even right. Yeah, that does. Okay. Something also that I learned is that you also have to trim down the fur on like the face, whereas the back is just like the normal length. It's weird. So what I think I'm gonna do is just eyeball it, you know, as one does. I think that's a little more to the side, but I don't know. Maybe like that. And then it kind of goes down. No. Down and then back. And I think I might want to make that bigger now that I think about it, because that is a bit too small and that's not really going to be that noticeable. So let's just say... No, not like that. Let's say that. Let's make sure it goes over. There, that looks a lot better. So this should be lime. And then another thing that we want to worry about is what direction the nap or fur pile is going to go, because it's, you know, it has a direction. So what I believe is that it has to do with the ears mainly. I don't know if it's up the ears or down the ears. I'd have to check a reference. Okay, so I just checked, and it's not really the ears, it's more of the snout or muzzle, and it just goes away. So it just goes away down the body. So yeah, by effect that means that these go down. This is more of an out shape because that's just the shape of where it goes. So I think I'm just gonna, maybe I'll do a time lapse since this is like, you know, in place. I don't know. We'll see. I think I might. Okay, so that's about it. These pieces are really big. I'm definitely going to be cutting them down, so then, you know, they can fit better. I'd have to go check, because I don't know if this goes like this, or it just goes over and then across, so, or something else. I don't know. But these arrows are about what I need. I did make some mistakes. I was thinking about doing pink right here, but I just decided against it. I think I'm just going to do black, and I'll just use pink for the paws. I also just realized is that I probably want to do short. Yeah, I'm just going to write short on all these, just in case. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do short for that. I think that's just fine, leaving that as is. But yeah, I'm just going to write short on all the ones that are short. Crazy. I don't know if, like, this should be short. I think it's because it's really thin. It's really small up here, and then it gets longer. Short, that's the word. So I don't know if I want to just try and be fancy or what. I mean, I think it'll look fine. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a turnaround, so I can refer back to this part of the video later on when I'm going to put it all back. So I'm just turning this around so I can get a good idea of where everything is. So next up, we're going to have to cut all of this off. Although what I think I'm going to do is pull out the fabric. So I chucked it in containers underneath my... Wow, that's so much junk. Wow. Because I shoved it on containers underneath my bed. Hopefully I can get the right one. That is, in fact, the right one. Sweet. Although I think I'd rather do the lime first. I don't know. Let me just pull this out. Okay. So here's the problem, is that this piece, you know, it doesn't want to lay flat. But what we can do is just go up here through this, you know, not bending it back in on itself, and just cut what is called a dart. Now what it does is that it lays flatter. Maybe I need to cut that dart a little deeper. But then when we cut it out, we can put those pieces back together, those edges. So I'm just gonna start cutting this up a little. And it seems that we've run into an issue. Yeah, the tape was too sticky. So what I think I'm gonna do is just cut out more foam and just try to reattach it, because I don't really think it's that necessary since this is already glued in, but I don't want this just falling apart. So what we're gonna do is repairs, and I was thinking about just cutting out a new piece, but I want to test it. I want to see if hot glue can successfully bind fabric to duct tape. Because if that's the case, then I can just glue this back on. If it's not, then I'll just cut a new foam piece. Also, I finished cutting, and there are some damages. I think I'm going to repair this. I don't even know if you can see this, with just get some foam and chuck it on there. Or maybe I'll even just cut out the duct tape part and just leave even more seam allowance. OMG, face reveal. Yeah, I don't care about that anymore, because I've been posting on Instagram on as Zero the Duck, so I don't really care about face reveal and that crap. You either take this and you do little snips, because you don't want to cut this part. You just want to cut the backing. So you either take scissors, do tiny little snips, or you use a rotary cutter and just go over it lightly, not that light. Okay, so when I first did it, I did it right, and then when I pushed further down, it didn't work. Because I have to get that technique right, because we don't want, like, this coming apart. So that does look like it does bind alright. I don't know, I think it'll be fine. This, I believe, goes here. And I could probably just, I'll glue it all. So I'm just gonna do a fine layer of glue. And of course, right, I have to hold it down because gravity. So I'm just gonna put some glue on this. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the piece that fell off. So I'm just going to push it this way. It'll actually come out better. There we go. And then just another little bit. Okay. And then we can just take this and put it back on. Very scuffed. But hey, it works. Gosh. Yep, it's the return of this thing. Oh. Actually came off pretty easily off the stand. So I'm just gonna like stick this up here. Like so, I guess. Yeah, obviously it's not the right shape, but it's at least a shape. So this, I think I'm just gonna put it here and then just glue as I fold this over. This doesn't really attach to this that easily, but that's about what it should look like when I'm done. Yeah. As I'm gluing this, I'm realizing that I still need this part. So I'm going to do what I should have done in the start, is just take a piece of paper and do it, because this lays relatively flat. So I'm just going to take a piece of paper, trace it. But yeah, I'm going to have this set, and this is looking pretty good. Oh yeah, look at those eyes. Wow, amazing. This looks alright. I probably should be doing the back, but other than that, it looks good. Thank you guys for watching. I guess next episode we'll get into the fur. Cutting that out, I guess. Start sewing it together. Not gluing it on the head yet. That's gonna be in a while. So yeah, thanks for watching. Good.